right. So let's see. I'm gonna hook up some things. Hello, my loves. Yeah. Okay. So today we are going to go over a few things about building a awesome tattoo biz utilizing Instagram, plus all the other kind of fun stuff that I like to talk about, which is normally the way we get there is definitely all about your mindset, and how we get that mindset is also another really big part of building a really successful business, and one that you're really stoked on, you don't feel burned out with, and all this other crap that we all feel. We feel like we're working 24/7, and I know I make fun a lot in my reels about this kind of stuff, just because of the fact that it is something we've all been through, or we're still going through. Even for me, I am still learning how to work smarter and not harder, and as I grow and share with you guys, you grow and share with me, and vice versa. So it's all basically your success is my success, and my success is your success. So I'll also be having on here my good friend and one of my students, Gregg, who just came out of my last program called InkSpired Instagrowth. And it was a 6-week program on how to utilize Instagram, basically properly as a tattoo artist, and how to build a successful tattoo business using social media. And so once he gets on here, we will see where he is at. But hello, everyone. Big kisses from Italy. That's so sweet. Belgium. Awesome. You guys are from all over the place. I love it. El Paso. That's just down the way. Tulio, always here supporting the girl. You know I love it. Awesome. So I'm just going to hook up my my charger to my good stuff. And then we're actually going to do a Q&A at the very end. So once Gregg gets on here, we will go ahead and do that. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Big fans. Yay. I'm also drinking like my elixir of life. It's green juice. I'm plant-based, and so this is how I get my fuel for the day, is through smoothies and yummy foods. So all of you out there, to sustain this type of business, we have to really sustain what we put inside of our bodies, because how our business runs is from the inside out, literally. So, yep. Okay, bye-bye. Hi, bye-bye. I'm glad you stopped by. All right, guys. So, I know, right? Chug it. Chug. Bleh. I got like stuff in my teeth. I do drink coffee, actually. I'll drink coffee every once in a while. I drink mud water. I also drink matcha. It just depends on what I'm feeling. I normally just really in tune with my body, and so I really just ask myself all of the questions. Like, I ask my body what it wants that day. Like, I don't go off routine, or I try not to. And I try to really stay in tune with what my body wants that day. So if my body doesn't want coffee, even though I might want coffee, like mentally I might want coffee, I won't give myself coffee, because my body wants to tell me what's up, okay? So, I had a spam risk phone call. To pursue their dreams, a true follower from Bolivia. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Awesome. So we have my friend here, Gregg, and we're going to let him come on. All right, let's see. Did it work, Gregg? Oh, there you are.
Hey, I'm here. How are you? Good morning in America.
Morning.
Good afternoon here in Spain. How are you?
I'm good. Are you? So you're in Spain right now, huh?
Yes,
You've been
ma'am.
in Spain. Duh, I knew that.
I've been in Spain for 6 years. How are you? Good?
I'm great. Thank you so much for coming on here with me. If you guys don't already know Gregg, you should go follow Gregg. He is awesome. He's just such great energy, great tattooer. He was one of my students for InkSpired, and he's killing it now. And we're actually going to go over a bit of what his journey has been like since he's been on InkSpired, how that worked out for you. And so, Gregg, go ahead and just tell us like a little bit about yourself first, and we'll get into it.
Fantastic. Well, my name's Gregg. I'm going to be 40 this year. I've got to get this in because I can say I'm 39 at the moment for the last time. This is my last chance of hanging on to these 30s. I've been tattooing for just over 6 years, and I now own my own business here in Spain, Black Cat Ink Tattoo, on the Costa Blanca in South Spain.
What? I didn't know this
Yeah.
shop. That's so cool.
All mine, all mine, all mine.
I would love to come out if you
I would love. Are you kidding me? Anytime, anytime. You're more than welcome. Anytime.
Awesome. So, Greg, what was like the first moment you realized like you wanted help or needed help with like the tattoo business side of your work?
Yeah, great question. When I first opened my studio, Instagram, although it was only 6 years ago, Instagram was so kind of new to me. Mm-hmm. Facebook was where I was doing all of my publicity. I was quite fortunate that I actually had quite a following before I opened the business, so it kind of brought me clients. But as the studio started to grow and progress, I follow people like yourself online, and I see you have all these amazing followers. You've got amazing work. It's so positive. And I'm looking at my Instagram and I'm thinking, why can't I do this? There must be a way I can do this. I need to work out, how is Reese doing this? Yeah. And then I found out this is what you do through following you regularly. And every time I went over to your page, I just felt so inspired and just so positive that I was like, and as soon as I saw your post saying InkSpired coming soon, saved it, liked it, I couldn't wait for it to start. And the moment you announced that we were going for it, I was all in. And I've been all in ever since. You are the go-to guru, 100%.
You're so sweet. I honestly, like, you have always been, you're very on top of it. You're very, very on top of it, which I'm really, really proud of. Because
well, I really related with your question, which was, when was the last time you actually invested in yourself as a brand? And as a business owner, or just as a tattoo artist wanting to be a brand, I resonated with that straight away. That's what hooked me in, because I had two options. I carried on down the road I was doing. In your beautifully put, chasing vanity likes, I could either continue down that rabbit hole of getting nowhere, or I could do something about it. And that's exactly what I decided to do. I wanted to be InkSpired. I wanted to be just like Reese in California. And I got on that course. And from the moment we started that course, I knew I'd made the right decision. 100%, I knew I'd made the right decision.
Oh, I
tell every client about you. Don't start, you'll get me going.
I know.
No, but you earned it. You earned it, Reese. You did. You earned it, and you are killing it. And anybody watching this right now, and I know we're going to go into the nooks and crannies of this, but anybody watching right now, if you're going to move on, get on this course if you want to grow. I promise you it is worth it. I promise you it is worth every single penny.
Oh, I love it. I'm so glad that you think so. And actually, as it evolves, Greg, it's evolving so much, because
I've seen it.
As I evolve, I learned, and then I want to share that with everybody, because that's like my biggest thing. It's like the information that I receive is not even mine. Like I learned it from the world, so why not share that experience with everybody? Because everybody deserves success. Everybody deserves success. To me, there is enough room to go around for everyone. There's not competition out there, unless it's friendly, of course. But it's just like, definitely there's enough room for everyone. I don't think that we need to fight over anything. It's all about
I totally agree.
Attracting, yeah. So
I remember you saying that on the very first day, very first day when we got the first kind of welcome pack and information of what we were going to experience over the next 6 weeks. I remember that very first moment you said that, I related with it in a different way, because my experience of that had been very different. I'm in a very scrappy area where everybody's saying or doing whatever it takes to ditch him, go with her, do this, do that. And the moment I heard that, I resonated, and I was like, I want that mindset. And the only way I'm going to get that mindset is to teach myself that mindset. And that's one of the biggest things I got from your course. It's not always about, if you do this and this will happen. It's, if you can channel and control this, everything else kind of easily follows suit, especially if you're not worrying about it. That's what I got from InkSpired. Am I right here? Am I getting it right here?
You're so like right on the head. I couldn't have said it better myself. Honestly, Greg, I'm really stoked that you say it that way, because it really is like the first part of any business. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. It is about your mind. And it took me a really, really long time to understand that, because I was the person chasing the vanity likes. Like I was the girl.
I think we all were.
Yeah.
I think we all were.
Definitely. Like I was the one that was like, here, I'm a hot girl. Let me do nudes. And, you know, this will get the kind of clients that I want. And I realized like over time, it wasn't that being a model is not a bad thing at all. I loved it. But at the same time, it was just not my path. And then I was like, how do I do this? And how can I teach others to do the same thing without having to feel like they're selling themselves out?
Absolutely. Yes.
And that's where when I realized that it wasn't about the chasing tactics, it was about the attracting tactics. And that's kind of where I wanted to. So with like InkSpired, it was very much like, let's focus on your mindset. Let's give you some of the business strategies. Let's show you how to utilize Instagram in the way that you should and find out how to plan and all the actual strategic, like doing things. But what most came from was here of the believing in yourself and that. So that was, I'm so glad that was your biggest takeaway.
Really? No, really it was, because I was at that point, as I just mentioned, I was at a point where I couldn't understand why my work was getting better, as it does, as artists, every day we grow. But my work was getting better, my likes were going down, my follows were going down, and it seemed like the more I scratched and scrapped at trying to get likes, the less it was happening. And I don't know if that was because I was coming across as desperate, but then when I got on the course, I realized straight away I was not implementing captions correctly. I wasn't using the right hashtags. I was using it exactly as you said, as I'll dump it there and hopefully everyone will like it. Let's move on.
Yeah.
And now I use it as a tool, as a tattoopreneur. I use it as a tool to help grow my brand. And I don't worry about whether I get 10 likes, 50 likes, 1,000 likes. I worry about who's saving it, who's sharing it, who's commenting on it. And although the likes have definitely, since doing your course, on a side note, I'm super proud to announce, since doing your course, I think we were just over 1,200 new followers since we finished your 6-week course. And all I did different was implement what you said on the course. That's all I've done. I'm not chasing, not follow for unfollow or any of that. I'm just doing what you said and being consistent, making sure I do it as consistently as I possibly can.
And when he says consistently, you guys, he means consistent to his own plan. It's not meaning every single day. It doesn't mean that you have to post every single day. Actually, I don't want you to post every single day. Like, I'd rather you save some time for yourself, because I truly believe that when it comes to showing up as your best self, you need to basically give yourself some downtime and do a little self-care. And so with that, I think that it's just being consistent means that you can be posting 4 times a week, but be consistent about posting those 4 times a week. And if you're going to show up on a live, make sure you actually show up and do what you say. It's just having integrity with your word. And it looks like, and it sounds like, it actually looks like, because Greg, honestly, I follow a lot of people and I'm rarely on Instagram. So people might think this is really interesting because they're like, oh my gosh, Reese, you're always on Instagram. But I have it planned out to a T, to the point where I just post and then forget about it.
Move on.
Like, I set it and forget, you know? And then I'll come back and I'll comment intentionally with the people that are resonating with my artwork, because those are the people that are my soulmate clients. Those are the ones that want to come and get tattooed by me, and they're the ones that want to be nurtured. They want to feel like they're a part of my life. And they are immensely. The people out there, like, are my bestest friends. So it's weird when people look at Instagram as not just like, it's a networking aspect, but it's also just a tool. Like you said, it's very much a tool to how to as a leveraging way to grow our business. It's not the only thing that'll help us grow our business, but it's one of the best avenues right now, since we don't want to go into bars and hand out our cards and do things like that. So that's awesome.
Prior to doing InkSpired, I mean, I've been fortunate enough that I do have a busy studio. In fact, a little side note, do you remember Dean from our course?
Yeah.
Dean's now working for me. He's a Saturday artist with me. Absolutely. Well, why not give a guy a chance? You know, he's a really nice guy, and I could tell from the course he wanted it. So I thought, why not offer him a job? And he's coming in on a Saturday, and he's starting out, and we're gonna help him and see if we can grow him into a tattoopreneur as well. So I wanted to mention that to you before I forgot. But he was another one from your course. Another InkSpired I'm trying to think of a collective name for us. Reese cups.
I love it. It's funny because like that's the best part about the whole program is that we get to become a community and we're like
Absolutely.
taken in. So I feel like even from all my past students and everything, there's some that I've obviously gotten really close with, like yourself, and there's other ones as well. And so it's one of those things where you kind of know that you can always turn to the Facebook or turn to me on the DMs, or I'm going to be cheering you on along the way, especially when you're showing up. Like you showing up consistently, you're on my front of my stories. I always see your posts. Like when I see them, obviously I like and comment, and so I'm just always. But when I see it, that means that the algorithm is working in your favor, and that's because you are creating content that people that are keeping more users here. So it's like you're creating engaged users. That means they're going to put your content in front of more people. And that's what I love, because you deserve it. You put the work in, you got the mindset right. You're already, your artwork is like literally every tattoo I see next, it's like bam, bam, especially the ones with the animal heads and like in suits.
Anthropomorphism.
Like, what do you call them?
Yeah, it took me so long to be able to say this word. Anthropomorphism. That's the name.
Anthropomorphism? That's what that's called?
Yes, and it's a thing. It's basically giving an animal a personality through its clothing. That's what it, and one of the things that I did get from your course was you gave me, really importantly, you gave me the confidence to put out what I wanted to do and not worry about losing clients if they went, well, I don't want a dog with a top hat on. Do you know what I mean? Prior to InkSpired, I did whatever came through the door, black and grey, colour, dot work, line work, names, traditional, neo-traditional, realism, surrealism. And you gave me the confidence to say, Greg, what would you like to do? I mean, obviously, we still have clients and I will always offer my services. But by being the guy before that did this, and this, I think that helps you channel what do you really want to do and helps you perfect other aspects of the style. So if someone did come in and want to add a name underneath a dog, I can do that for them instead of I only do fur, So, but when I completed your course, not only was I super pumped up and inspired, I really had the confidence to say, I don't want to do that traditional tattoo. I want to do realism, and have the can I say balls? Have the balls to say to the client, listen, why are we doing like a Pinterest dog when I could do a realism your dog? Oh my God, can you do that? Yes. And I'm passionate and confident, and they feed off of that. So by feeding off it, I'm getting more dream clients than ever. Now clients are coming in who I've never met saying, I saw your dog in a Hawaiian shirt. I want my dog in a football jersey. I saw a cat with a leather jacket on. I want a cat and a rat holding hands. And it's just, thank you so much for everything your course gave me, because honestly, it's worth every minute. Really, it is.
I love it. What's funny? It's just, the thing I think about is that all I'm doing is just like guide. It's like, here's the guide. Here's all the information you want to know, and you can go scouring everywhere for it. And it's just in one tight little package here. And it takes, the whole course in itself takes 6 weeks, but it's really a lifetime of learning and understanding and evolving. Because as you evolve mentally, not only will your business evolve mentally, but your artwork evolves mentally.
Absolutely.
And it's like, all of a sudden your artwork starts to click, you start to get better technically, and you're like, wait, how is this happening? Because it is inside of you. When you're passionate, you'll create the action, and then you'll just do it. And so as passionate and doing it, and then it creates habit, and then more, and then you become better and better and better. So even for me, as I started teaching, I noticed in my artwork got better, and then I started picking up things. I still very much so invest in like going and traveling to other tattoo shops and learning from other artists and things like that. I totally believe in that. But if you don't already have the mindset to believe in yourself, you're not really going to understand what you're supposed to be taking away, because you're already so nervous just watching a person tattoo. So it's like
Absolutely. And you just did New York as well, which looked absolutely fantastic. Those tattoos you were kicking out were unbelievable. I went, it's another level now. It's another level. And then you're with Pooch, and I'm like, what's going on here? Get me to America, man.
I know, Greg. Yes, you do. You have a place here for sure to work if you ever want.
I would love it. I would love to come
that.
to the Edge anytime. As soon as I can get there, I'd love to come and see you all, for sure.
Would absolutely love that too. Awesome. Well,
Greg, one of the things I wanted to just say to you before we go, or what we do, is you asked me, when you initially asked me, would I be interested to come on to talk to you, you sent me a couple of things that we may talk about. And one of the questions you asked me was, what was my favorite part of your course?
Yeah.
And I wanted to give you some feedback on that. And I wanted to tell you my absolute favorite part of your course was the weekly lives, the Zoom meetings. And the reason for that was because I think it gave us as customers, your students, members,
whatever you want to call it.
It gave us a little bit of an insight into how we can be our face on our story, or how we can talk to our Instagram, and we're held accountable for it. We're all these little boxes, and we're all waiting to hear what you've got to say, but we get to be held accountable. We have something to look forward to, and we can also answer all the burning questions you left us with from the week before. So my favorite part by far was your Zoom. And you were right in saying that you can go on Instagram, Facebook, Google, anywhere, and type in, how can I grow my Instagram? And there are other people doing it, but I've yet to see anybody with the same passion, drive, and who is actually in flesh coming on and talking to you, not just dumping boxes that you read and try and work out. So thank you for that, because that was my favorite part of your course, that we got to talk to you and ask you the burning questions, and not just wait weeks for a DM from someone that took the money and left us with it. So that was my favorite part, Reese. And it was, honestly, I would recommend this course to anybody who is interested in growing their business, even if it's not tattoo orientated. The positivity that you give off is brilliant. It really, really has changed my entire tattoo direction. And I want to thank you for that in front of the world right now. So thank you.
Oh my God. I wasn't expecting all of this, Greg.
You asked me to come on and be honest, and it's exactly what I'd like to be. As honest as I could possibly be.
That's awesome. Honestly, like when I first started doing this, it was one of those things where I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I was like, I'm going to hear crickets. It was just like a shot in the dark. And I was like, you know what, but let me just try. Let me just see. Absolutely. There has to be other people just like me thinking the same way. Let me just see if I can find them. And then learning how to find them was also my way of teaching how to find them for everybody else around me. And so, and those lives, honestly, are probably my favorite part as well, because I get to, it restokes my fire. It restokes, like, this is the reason why I'm doing this. This is the reason why, this is what I was called to do. Not only to tattoo and impact people with the artwork, but it's also to help other artists do the same thing. And that seems like you're doing that, just that. And I just, honestly, you have like such a huge, great energy and everything. That, so we are so matched. We are so matched and alike. And that's the reason why, you know, we found each other. And so that's why I think
you always say that. You always say, in its time. You've said that to me multiple times in messages or through when we've been doing on the InkSpired. Everything finds its course and finds its time. And if I'd have said this 6 months ago, I'd have been, what is he talking about here? And now I believe it. Now I believe, because I have experienced exactly what your course did for me. I have experienced it firsthand. I went in, I as I say, I saw the, are you going to invest in yourself as a business? Yes. There's only one way to go into this, and that's all in and do exactly what this lady is going to tell me to do. And that's what I did. And I am getting the results, and I will continue to get the results because you've given me the tools.
Yep.
And I will be tuning in over the next 2 days to see your webinars as well.
So fun.
Absolutely,
yes,
of course. I want to keep learning.
Absolutely love it.
I can't wait.
And plus, since you are on the course already, and this is to everybody on there, it is lifetime, you know, access. So we added a bunch of like new emailing templates on how you should respond to emails, how to break up with your clients, how to like put boundaries up and stuff like that. So we wanted to add more of that kind of stuff in there for shop owners, because we know that there's a lot of, you know, as shop owners, we have to teach our artists how to, you know, navigate through marketing for themselves as well, and how to, and, you know, teach them the right ways. It's like getting a good mentor. You learn the right techniques, the good habits, then you're going to have good tattoos at the beginning of your career, instead of, for most of us, we've all kind of got bad habits and then had to relearn ourselves out of those bad habits into good ones. And then, but we had to kind of like clean up the mess along the way. And so this way it'll help with everybody getting good habits and things like that. So if you guys do, the course will be opening up very, very soon. And if you guys are on the free class, you actually get a huge bonus if you do sign up for the course that day. So you want to see what the bonus is. You want to be on that free class. You can sign up with the link in my bio. But Gregg, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Anything else that you wanted to say? I adore you to death.
No, just honestly, anybody who is watching this right now, if you are still on that fence wondering, should I, maybe I'll do it, just do it. Just 1, 2, 3. I promise you will. If you do exactly what you are guided on this course, I promise you will succeed as a business tattoopreneur. I promise. I believe it.
I believe it too. And that collective consciousness is only going to grow the more that we grow as artists. And Gregg, you are spreading the positive, good juju out into the world to other tattooers, just like all the other ones that when we first started, where we felt like newborn baby deers and didn't know how to walk with our legs. You know what I mean? So thank you.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. You are more than welcome.
So much,
anytime.
Anytime. I'm coming out. I'm coming out.
You are welcome anytime. I will have your books filled, although I know the moment we announce you're coming, you'll be fully booked. I know it. It was so wonderful to speak to you and to finally get hello in. So,
some one-on-one time together.
Absolutely.
We'll definitely do it again. So
I look forward to it. Have a fantastic day in California. Agreed.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Mwah. Take care, Reese. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Gregg. Bye.